Hey guys, welcome back. It's your favorite Gimp with a Limp, and I'm doing a quick video here because I can't believe they pull this same crap again that they always pull. It's like, GW, just wake the hell up. I don't get what they're doing. I mean, they've made a couple of real big just goofs in like the past few days. I mean, a lot of things have been adding up, and it's just like, no. I mean, one of the biggest names on the block as far as wargame is concerned. I know a lot of people who watch my channel are more concerned with like hex encounter based wargaming, and I get that. But there are plenty who are cross, who do both, miniature stuff and hex encounter, more historical based. So for those of you who are into the miniatures, you might have heard about this little snafu, the Beast Snaga Orcs Army set that just released, and I'd eyeballed it a little bit. I'm not going to get it, but I was like, it looks okay. But the price, I mean, just the price, it's ridiculous. $200 for this set. There are 26 minis in it. That's ludicrous. I mean, ludicrous, just that they're charging that amount. But in this thing, you get the box, the codex with a neat little picture on it, and the 26 minis and some cards. All right, that's it. And data transfer sheets for it. But it was highly anticipated, and I gotta give it, one of the things that keeps GW on the market is the fact that they do have some of the best minis around. They put out good stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, look at these minis. They're excellent looking minis. Of course, they're professionally painted, so that's gonna make them better than the crap that I paint. But oh wow, that one does look really cool. I like the wheel back there with the squigga. So, I mean, I can't complain about the quality of the stuff that they're putting out. It's not bad as a product. But, again, they had it sell out within seconds that the product sold out, and people now can't get it, and they're going to have to wait a while. And I get that because I hate it myself. I hate the FOMO feeling like, well, I didn't get it, so I'm not going to be able to get it. And supposedly this set is going to be sold like piecemeal. Well, that's kind of the problem. I mean, their prices are already through the freaking roof as it is. So instead of being able to buy the box set where you might be able to save a few dollars, well, now you're going to have to buy the individual boxes, and Lord knows what they're going to charge for those. So it's going to cost you even more if you want to buy the codex separately, the cards. I mean, the card packs, I think they sell those for about $25. It looks like there's 3 sets of units. I mean, it's not even 10 in each unit, but roughly 3. This little group right here, the reddish ones, this little group right over here, and then this little group right here. So, what? They'll probably charge $60 a box, let's say. I mean, that's a guess. We don't know exactly sure what they're going to charge, but I would estimate probably $250 retail is what the cost is going to be if you were to buy all of this separately. And the thing is these are orc units, right? These are orcs. So orcs need a lot more units than some of the other armies. They're not like Space Marines where you don't need quite as many miniatures on the tabletops, even though, I mean, GW doesn't charge per plastic. They charge more based on points and how many your army's going to need, which, I mean, works in a way and it doesn't work in other ways, because sometimes you end up paying, through the nose for one miniature, and then another miniature that's the same size will be cheaper in dirt because you need a bunch of them. But what I don't get, all right, when it comes to this, right, they have plenty of other stuff that's still listed as available on their website. You can get. Why wouldn't they go ahead and do this as a pre-order months ago? Do it as a pre-order. Plenty of companies do this. They use Kickstarter for this exact purpose. And I'm not saying they have to do Kickstarter, but it is so easy in today's world to find out how many you're going to need. Plenty of players would want 2 or 3 of these boxes just for their own personal use to round out whatever army they're trying to make. If they want to spend their money towards that, that's fine. More power to them. So give the players the ability to do that. They keep waiting instead, and they'll drop the release just like they did with Curse City, with Indominus. Dominion wasn't as bad although it's Age of Sigmar, so they didn't have the huge run on it. But there were way more copies available. They made more for the game that has less of a following. I mean, it's mind blowing, this stuff that they do. And part of the problem does come down to scalpers, because they know, since GW doesn't do a pre-order, since they don't take and figure out how many they really need to go ahead and have made, that they can take and buy up a handful of copies, throw them suckers back on eBay for at least $100 more than retail cost, and someone's going to have to buy it from them. It's going to cost a gamer more money to get what the hell they're after, unless they want to wait months on end for the individual boxes to come out. But at that point, you're probably paying about the same price anyway as the scalpers, if you're buying it individually. So why can't they do this? Why can they not do what every other damn game company can do and take some pre-orders and say, hey, okay, how many do you want? I put $5 down on it, $10 down, whatever. It goes towards your cost. Just figure out the basic units that you're going to need, and then add 5%, 10% to the units, however much. I mean, they got business guys. They'll know how many they need to hold on to for after sales. And that way, everyone gets what they're wanting without having to take and try to race. I mean, how many stories did I read today, or today and yesterday rather, of people who were sitting there at their computer, refresh, trying to get it to pop up, and then there's cache issues because it's not showing them whether or not it's really there or not. But that's another story. But the thing of it is, they were sitting there at the computers or on their phones trying to get it the moment it goes on sale, and literally it would pop up 1 second, still is not available for order. And then as soon as they refresh their screen, it says this, no longer available online. Now it's sold out. And I know that's got to be driving these people crazy. It's like, are you kidding me? I was sitting here, I took a day off of work, I did whatever, trying to order these damn things, and I miss it. Or the stores that, the retail stores, your local gaming stores, many of them weren't able to get many copies in. A lot of them only got one box, maybe 2 boxes in, and they have 10 people, 20 people, however many, go to that store, who want a copy of it, and they have to do first come, first serve, raffle it off, whatever they do. But that's just ridiculous. This could be avoided, right? So when you combine this, that they keep doing this, hey, hope you get it, we're going to release it at this time, sit by your computers, wait for our, plastic crack. It shows a real disrespect to the fans. It shows a real disrespect to your gaming community, that you're not taking steps to ensure that those who want to buy your product can buy your product. Come on, you already charged through the nose for your product. If you're going to do that and already disrespect us with your shit ass prices, then you can take and at least make sure that it's available, right? So people don't have to pay scalper prices if they want to get it. That's just insulting on top of it. I mean, I can't even say what I want to say about that on YouTube. It's ridiculous. It's horrible that they would do this. I think it's a real just disservice to the fan. It's insulting to the fans. Man, and I gotta say, if I had the extra money lying around, I mean, I don't have the money to just buy a $200 set just because I feel like it. But they're a nice looking set. They look like they'd be fun to paint, just for what they are. They're nice looking minis. I'm not hating on that. Like I said, they're churning out some nice stuff, especially for those orc players, but they can't get it. But then, on top of that, for those of you who haven't heard of this crap that they pulled with this, and I'm going to let this play in the background. I've got the sound cut down, so you guys won't be hearing that. But the whole war on the animation community, and I'm not going to get into it because there's plenty of people who are more into 40K who've already covered this topic extensively. But just a quick recap of what they've done is they basically put a gun to every YouTube animator's head and said, join us or die, And the thing of it was, is no company attacks the free marketing. It's really stupid to do that. All right, so I do a lot of historical wargaming type stuff. This would be like a company like DVG turning on me for no reason without me being told anything and then just cut me off. That would be really, really stupid. Yeah, so anyway, that you don't take and attack your fan base. Now, from what I did discover, the animators, right? So we're not talking about the reviewers, the people who put commentary towards it, people like myself. They technically are in breach of copyright by doing this, but it's one of those kind of gray areas where you're like, no company would attack their community fan base for doing this because all it is massive free advertising. People watch these videos by the millions. This is a re-upload of one of Sodaz's videos, already over 200,000 views, right? Just a re-upload of it. The guy put out some excellent material. Now he's just done. Like he's done. He's not putting out anything else. And there are plenty of others who are doing it. And it's all part of this like Warhammer Plus stuff. And they basically forced them into a corner of work for us and give us a percentage of what you make, or we're going to shut you down. We're going to hit you with copyright strikes. We're going to sue you. And like, no, you don't do that. I've always said the smart thing for a company to do is to embrace the YouTubers, the podcasters, the online reviewers, the people who are out there working to help promote your product, right? And if they make a little bit for themselves, trust me, YouTube doesn't pay anything. We're not making money like we used to. Back in the day, you could have a small channel and actually put a few dollars in your pocket. YouTube has crushed that dream a long time ago when they started getting all political. In their effort to go political, they crushed people who had nothing to do with politics. But they did this. They crushed them all. They forced them into that Warhammer Plus thing, which is going to be something like $5 or $7 a month or whatever they're charging for it. And it might have been something that I would have previously looked into, extra information, lore stuff, videos, potential to win little free minis. Cool. All right. Yeah, I'll check that out. But no, not if you're going to take and go to war with the people who help promote your stuff. Like, no. And from what I understand, now I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, you guys put it in the comments. You let me know. But from what I understand, because they were trying to say, it is copyright issues. It wasn't copyright issues. They had a choice on whether or not to do it. So it wasn't one of those cases where they had to do something they didn't necessarily want to do to protect their copyright from someone who would infringe it in a way that is bad. And that's hard to explain without getting like long-winded into copyright laws that I'm not wholly versed on. But the basic gist is like the people who do this stuff, these fan-made videos, they're not making bukus of dollars, right? They're making a little YouTube money, and that's about it. If anything, Games Workshop should be looking at it and going, yeah, cool. You guys are making a few dollars. That's fine, because the amount of goodwill and free advertising you are getting to us is more than made up for in the little bit of YouTube money that you're making. So cool. That's fine. But to do this, now you've just caused so much bad will towards your own company, where you've built up this whole universe, all this lore that people love and they've been invested in for decades. I mean, a lot of people have known this. I knew about 40K and Warhammer and stuff since I was a kid, right? Looking forward to showing my own kids the models and getting them into it and rolling dice and having fun. But I don't want to do that if I'm going to get sued over it, or if the company's going to just look at me as a wallet that they can squeeze for every single dollar they can get out of me. I understand that they need to make a profit just like any other company, but there comes a point where you think about the choices that you make, right? And you do what's in the best interest of your company and the best interest of your fans. You don't take and go to war with animators who are creating free movies for your product that people love, and they're going to watch this and they're going to see, oh, that Lehman Russ tank that just drove over, that's really cool. You know what? I need to order a Lehman Russ tank. I need to order 10 of those things. It's going to get more people in the hobby. Someone will just stumble up across it and like, oh, wow, this is really cool. And how many people haven't gone down the YouTube rabbit hole where you just start watching videos and you end up watching 100 videos about a subject before you realize, you've lost track of time and all that good stuff. And you might find out something you didn't know about. Someone who wasn't into 40K gets into it because they watch these videos and find out about it. Like, oh, wow, this is so cool. I love the lore, the background story to everything. And I want to pick this army, this alien army, or this, the Empire of Mankind, whatever. And I know this is just me kind of ranting on and on and on about it. But I think we deserve better, right? I just think we deserve better. I think they need to stop trying to gouge us as far as the prices are concerned. I think they need to stop thinking only... I don't even understand how they're making more money by doing limited runs. How does it benefit them to do... I understand everything sells out instantly, so everything that you made sold. But if you took pre-orders... All right, so let's say you do a limited run and it's 100,000 units, right? Just as a round number. And all of those sell instantly. 5 minutes, all of them are sold worldwide. Cool. All right, so you made your profit. But if you took pre-orders, maybe you would have sold 200,000 or 300,000 because you would have found out there was that big demand. So now you made your profit off your 100,000, but some scalpers are making even more profit because they're buying it and reselling it for a drastic rise in price to people who missed out on it. So that's not extra money in GW's pocket. How does it not benefit them to take and do a pre-order? All right, someone's going to have to explain that to me because it makes no sense to me whatsoever from a financial standpoint not to do a pre-order and figure out a more accurate guess of how many you're going to need. Well, we got roughly 180,000 pre-orders for this. So let's make 200,000 units. We'll sell off at least 180,000 of them, and we'll have 20,000 units left for the warehouses to send out to stores and whatnot. That makes a hell of a lot more sense to me. So unless someone has a business reason that I just don't know about, it just seems like a shady way to treat your customers. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. It just seems like they're kind of flipping us the finger for shits and giggles. Like I said, you guys let me know. This is all just putting a sour taste on my mouth. Curse City, Indomitus, I always say that wrong, the Squigoth set here, the Snaga Orc set rather, and then the attack on the animators on YouTube. It's like they're doing everything they could possibly do to engender as much bad will as they can in as short a period of time as they can. I don't get it. It doesn't make good business sense to me. All right, but that's going to be it. That's enough of my ranting for now. You guys put your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Y'all take care. I'll see you in the next one.